319 yards, par 4.
Player 2, tee shot.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Sorry, I got a little bit of a late start, but we are now ready to go. We've got some very hype Neo Turf Masters action lined up for today. Oh, and unfortunately, Dacre getting the very nice win to get the odd and one on this hole, and Fighting Boy not so much. This will probably be a pretty free hole. Oh, a little bit of bees there. I'm gonna mess with the volume real quick.
Player 2 wins.
Prize 4, winner. Penalty. All square.
Hole number 11, 454 yards, par 4.
Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway.
Oh,
Player 1,
uh-oh.
tee shot.
Fightcade doing its usual thing here.
Good shot.
Pardon me, I'm still in the process of setting some things up at the moment.
Second shot.
The game will have my full attention momentarily.
Almost.
Ooh, great approach there.
Player 2, second shot.
That would be a slightly harder putt. Definitely makeable, but some of these side hills can be tricky. This one in particular, the hill sticks out a little bit farther than it looks like. Looks like a good adjustment right in the middle of the hole. Green was pretty straightforward there too.
Player 1, birdie try.
And putting for the shot master or shot maker, not particularly difficult.
Birdie. Even.
Okay. All square.
I have that
Hole
backwards.
number 12, 200 yards, par 3.
Player 2,
They keep mashing through the score screen. I don't have enough time to see where I've gotten it wrong. Ooh, this is such a rough pin position. Dacre doing a very good job of setting up a nice shot. Yeah, this hill is one of the strongest hills in the game. You really have to be careful when you're putting here, because it will just vacuum your ball away, just like that. Even if it seems like the putt should be fairly straight, you always want to make sure you adjust at least a little bit for whatever direction the ball's going to be pushed.
Even.
Square.
1, 1, 2, skip, skip, 1, 2, 2. There we go.
Hole number 13, 478 yards.
Now we're on the wind up.
Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Rough. Player 1.
Ooh, that'll be an interesting rough to play through. I'm not sure Shotmaster can actually make it that far.
Good shot.
Bust out the friendly neighborhood calculator.
Fairway. Player 2, second shot.
No, he might. With a 1 iron max shot, he might just reach. So this is... I can't remember if he has 0.7 with irons of... Oh, this is definitely not going to reach.
Player 1, second shot.
Fight Boy's shot to make up one of... to put himself in the lead now. Oh, nice 100% shot. I like this. Oh, almost. Very close. That should be a perfectly straight shot, though. Very easy putt.
Player 2, third shot.
Dacre in a very unfortunate miss and lose the hole scenario. Hello there. Welcome. You're in for some very exciting Near Turf Masters today.
On the green. Player 2, for par.
Par.
Player 1, birdie try.
Simple green adjustment. Couple of ticks left. Only 1 or 2 over. I'm not as intimately familiar with Shotmaker's putting meter, since I mostly play Almeida, but
Player 1.
I know that 2 over is about the same as on pick for Almeida, funnily enough.
Winner. Okay.
So if you're going up a hill, it's a pretty good idea.
6 yards.
I like this hole. Forces you to lay up. The green's kind of funny. You really have to think about the shot. You really have to think about where you want your second shot to go and what club you want to use. There's no wind, so a pretty good idea would be to shoot about 200 yards and then go for a max shot with the sand wedge and see if you can just land the ball perfectly on the hole. Ending up at about 120 there is going to be a little rough. Maybe they'll go with the sand shot, max shot, top spin it, and end at the bottom of the hill. If you land your shot in the right spot, you can get a straight putt going up the hill because it's very, very slight. Oh, we're going for the rock skip. He gets it. Stays inbound, but does not make the green. It's very difficult to get those rock skips to work. One of the biggest privileges that Shotmaker has is the ability to spin out of the rough as a character with maximum distance. Almeida cannot do that. Okay, this is a very difficult putt. Probably would have recommended using topspin to make sure you overshoot here. Because putting as not strong as this hill is, putting downhill on a putt this long is quite difficult. Yeah, gonna overshoot there. There's so many lines you can take to get to the hole. Looks like it's gonna be a par. Oh no. Birdie. Did I have my two shots backwards? We need a player 2 pal.
Player 2 wins.
I need like blue shirt Landel for all of these mirrors that get played. Oh no, I had the players correct. Yeah. The Dacre went for the rock skip, that's why he had such an easy shot, chipping into the green. Alright, AUS 15 has become one of my favorite holes. Almeida can actually on into this hole. I hope I get to demonstrate it, but there is a perfect line where your second shot with no tailwind can make it onto the green. It's a long putt, though. You end up like 25 feet away. The Landel without significant wind. This is a pretty boring hole. I think both players are going to... Both just going to hit 2 shots and then chip it on. Nothing really fancy. Just don't hit it into the sand or hit it OB. Or miss. 65 yards, not bad. Pretty good spot to be for a pitching wedge, 50% shot. Uh-oh, I don't like this curve. This is going to be, probably. Unless the 6 wind is crazy strong, yeah. Tried to get a little too creative there. Sometimes the mini-map lies to you. Right. Quick turnaround on one of the longest holes in the game.
Hole number 16, 218 yards, par 3.
Right.
Player 2, tee shot.
Everybody's favorite. Not sure I like this. Okay, there we go. There's the curve. I kind of like the idea. Curving onto this green gives you a little bit bigger landing area if you're just gonna kind of accept that you're not gonna make it on the green. Unfortunately, misses the 100%.
Once more.
It comes up a little short there.
Tee shot.
I mean, tailwind. I think you're looking at about 190 as your target distance. I think this is going to be a little long. Oh no, perfect. A little bit of backspin would have really made that.
On the green. Player 2, third shot.
Fight Boy gonna win back that hole they just lost and tie it back up. This probably is a little short again. Yep, the funny hill bounce.
Penalty. Give up this hole.
Determined to at least make the green.
Player 2, fifth shot.
Almost gets the skip.
One stroke penalty.
That would have been pretty impressive.
Playing this hole. Player 1, birdie try.
And now Fight Boy just has the easiest time of his life. Just gonna go for a 2-putt. Not gonna think too hard.
Par.
We're all even again. Going into hole 17.
Player 1 wins.
We might go into overtime here.
Flies 4, winner. Penalty.
Hole number 17, 435 yards, par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Alright, this is a fun hole. I like just gunning it up the right side and playing from the rough if I have to. We'll see how these two take it. Okay, gonna avoid the sand.
Fairway.
Not sure what the line is gonna look like from there though. They may be too far left to see all of the trees, or see past all of the trees rather. Alright, we got a low wood shot from Baker.
Player 1, second shot.
Oh wow, this is so much wind. And that tree is in a really bad spot for adjustments. I think this is actually going to be to the right. I don't know if one curve is enough on an iron too. Offset 13 wind. Alright, makes it onto the green. The line was actually good, they just came up a little bit short.
Second shot.
Fight Boy going for a lot of these 100% shots, and it's giving them a really difficult, they're having really difficult time controlling their distance because of it. One of Landold's biggest strengths is the fact that his max shot has 7 frames and is incredibly consistent. Ooh, great putt.
Nice birdie.
Player 2, birdie try.
This is an important putt to make to not be on the back foot on hole 18. Which is one of the easiest holes in the game to get an eagle. Oh, and the lip out. Little bit too much power.
Player 1 wins.
Fight Boy looking to take this match. Going into hole 18.
Player 1 hole up.
Hole number 18, 557 yards, par 5.
Dummy hole.
It was a pretty tough pin position though. The hole's right in front of the green like that, or the tree's right in front of the green like that, and the hole on that front hill, it can be a little scary to go for your on and two shot. Landau has a pretty high shot though, so he shouldn't have too much trouble. And his irons give him very good control.
Player 2 tee shot.
231. Probably gonna be 2 iron max shot with a little bit of backspin.
Fairway. Player 1 second shot.
Oh wow, with this 8-mile-an-hour crosswind though. This might be a little far if he goes for a max shot here. Unless he does like, oh, with the high. I hope he's got backspin on these. Yeah, that's gonna be a pretty gnarly putt.
Player 2 second shot.
Dacre, not much better win. Hopefully can make some adjustments here. I still think this is one club too high. No backspin again. And a very deceptively difficult putt. Both players are really going to have to pull something out of their hat to get an eagle on this hole. Oh, very good attempt, but not quite.
Player 2 eagle try.
Dacre has a very tough putt here to even it back up. And I would not be able to tell him where to shoot this if there was a gun to my head. Yeah, a little bit too much adjustment for that power.
Player 2 birdie try.
Birdie.
Right, Fight Boy makes this, he'll win the game.
Player 1 birdie try.
Two up, straight putt, goes in. Fight Boy's gonna take our first match of the day.
Even.
Right. Ken has not linked me the bracket, so I can't pull that up, fortunately. But if I check his Discord,
You are a great champion. Congratulations. Do you want another game?
we're gonna hop into Hepasifolka versus Neo Geo Ho, because I believe I play the winner of this game. Alright. Another hole 14 Germany. Oh, we've got somebody who is not No Almeida. Oh, barely missing a putt. Oh, wow. All right. We're off to an interesting start. And I have a feeling this is Shotmaker. Oh, another lip out. All right, so we've got Shotmaker from Russia. Player 1 from the United States. Oh wait, I should just do this. Oh wait, we've got an Almeida. Let's go. Hello, power golfer. I'll have to get the score after the next hole. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, the whole previews are very important. Knowing what pin position you're going for is a pretty key aspect of golf. And so skipping the pre-game hole preview is pretty taboo. Yeah, 12 mile, 11 mile an hour crosswind, but it's slightly tailwind. You have to remember that the wind is absolute to the mini map, not to which way you're facing. So I hope this is going to be an undershoot. Yes, okay. I like this shot actually, as long as it doesn't go in the sand. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey, congrats on your win, the Max Strong. Were you Fight Boy Noob? All right, Papasi Folco with a pretty pretty strong overshot there. Yeah, congrats on your first win in Ken's Neo Turf Masters World Championship. All right, another bit of an overshot from Papasi. You got a funny downhill putt for par. Should be fairly straight, minus the grain. Probably, like this might be a little far left. One under is good. Yep, goes right in. And a very straightforward putt for Neo Jiho. Bit of an awkward distance though. 215 is like right at the end of the 1 pip putt. And with the side grain like that, sometimes if you go for the 1 pip putt, your ball will actually drift too far to the left to go in. All right, we've got player 1 hole up. So I'm just gonna do this for now. .210 max shot. Not gonna make it into that headwind. All right, let's see how. I think this is Temple of Anubis. I'm very curious to see how they approach this green with Almeida because I have a very hard time hitting this green. And with the tailwind, this might reach a little bit too far to the right. Would have been right there if it wasn't for the crosswind. Right, no backspin. Gonna stay on the green, but that's another very long putt. I believe they have to go over both hills, up and down. Oh, I like this. Perfect. Can't get much better than that for that pin position. Almost straight putt. Unfortunately, the hill and the grain are both going to be in the same direction, so there's going to be quite a bit of adjustment, but wow. Rare instance of the white pip being the final pip in the putting meter. You basically cannot get farther from the pin than this. Wow, what a putt. Oh, and this is not an easy putt for Almeida. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, straight is not going to do it. All right, so we have a lot of back and forth here. Okay, so 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16. So we're on Dormy here for Pipasi Folka. Right? Almeida going to be in a little bit of an interesting spot here. It's kind of hard to get over and around these trees from that position. I like this line from Neo Geo or from Pipasi. Oh, the backspin, a little overkill though. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a putt. That's a lot of hill to surf across. Oh, I hope that doesn't clip the tree. Oh, unfortunately it does. Cover about 80 yards here, I think. 90 yards, maybe. Yeah, it's closer to 100. Gonna go for a putt. When you're this close to the green as Almeida, because his spin is so weak, I typically go for a putt in that scenario as well. Uh-oh. Apologies for the bees. Is that? Oh, he made it. Oh, the game instantly crashed when you closed it. Oh, you don't hear anything? For some reason, I thought the. Oh, hello, what was that? I guess OBS is smart enough to not catch the bees if the game crashes somehow. Let's take a peek into Ken's 7 stars match. I think I play Pipasi Fulka next, but I'm not sure if I should start. Oh wow, they're right at the end of their run. Hole 16 on Australia. Australia definitely my favorite course as an Almeida player. Oh, funny. Wait, I'm getting the side screen box for some reason. This may break the sound. There we go. All right.
Player 1 wins.
Bringing Ken to hole 16. Wow, a lot of back and forth this game. Ken's gonna take it.
You are a great champion. Congratulations. Do you want another game?
I have motivation to make it far in this tournament. Ken said if we meet in bracket, he's gonna pick Almeida. So I'm very interested in seeing that happen. All right, Ken's gonna do a little bit of match review real quick. In the previous match, it sounds like Papasi was skipping a lot of the pre-hole pin position displays, and that is against the rules. So Ken may rule that he's gonna have to forfeit. this is gonna be interesting to see how this pans out, because this determines who I play. I do wish Ken had posted a bracket, though. All I have is a tiny little snippet. Alright, looks like Cacho Chase and Fight Boy are going to get started. We can take a peek at that while we wait for them to resolve this issue. The bracket, it's a mess now. Yeah, can you send me the bracket, Ken? I'd like to be able to like pull it up. Alright, looks like Cacho Chase and Fight Boy are in. As soon as Fightgate connects, we'll be back at it. Alright, did I get the right one or did I get the wrong one? We got the wrong one. There we go. Never mind, I gotta fix the audio again. Alright, that should fix it for now.
All square.
Hole number 2, 456 yards, par 4.
Player 1, shot. Fairway. Player 2, shot.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 1,
Cacho Chase has been a regular in the scene for quite a while. He's a pretty strong player. Fight by Noob. I think this is his first tournament, so making it to round 2. Pretty solid achievement. He's gonna have to play pretty strong to beat Cacho Chase, though. Cacho would definitely be my expected win in this scenario.
Birdie try. Player 1. Birdie try.
Even.
Fairly standard start for USA. Good old Arizona with an ace. Legally distinct. The 50 and 1/2 state of America.
Player 1. Tee shot.
Alright, this is a tough shot with the headwind and this distance. Roll back down. Oh, stays up on the hill.
Player 2. Tee shot.
That could be a tricky shot. Yeah, shot maker. This is gonna be a little short, I think. Oh wow, it's long. Just go to show. Well, I knew shot maker's clubs.
Player 1. Birdie try.
Alright, good putt.
Player 2. Birdie try.
Alright, this is a bit of an annoying surf. Gonna have to go sideways across the hill here. Oh, I missed it. The distance over the side of a hill
Prize for winner.
can add up very quickly.
Okay.
Kacha's gonna take the first hole on hole 3.
Player 1. 1 hole up.
Hole number 4. 684 yards. Par 5.
Oh, good to see the Omen is here.
Player 1. Tee shot.
They're a regular in some of the Puzzle Wednesday brackets that I help host.
Good shot.
And they also attend a lot of the Match per Draw brackets that Product hosts. So it's good to see a familiar face.
Good shot.
Some standard
Fairway.
landhold play
Player 2.
on
Second shot.
USA. Unfortunately, this course is a little bland. Pretty much all of the difficulty on USA is in the greens.
Fairway. Player 1. Second shot.
Par 5s generally are very difficult to on into unless you have significant tailwind.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 2. Third shot.
Alright, 103 yards, a little... Oh? I like the 100%er. Gonna come up a little short, as expected.
Player 1. Third shot.
It's a lot of correction for okay. Correctly reading that this is a tailwind. Oh, very nice approach shot.
Player 2. Birdie try.
Birdie.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any blood on hole 4 though.
Birdie.
Ooh, 2 over getting the dinner bell.
Even.
Okay.
397 yards. Par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 2,
Alright, Kato just gonna gun it. I like to lay up on this hole because if you get a lot of wind and you have to approach with your sand wedge,
Good shot.
it can be a little finicky.
fairway. Player 2, second shot.
Like this. I think Fight Boy is close enough to that bunker that
We go into match play finals.
it looks like my match is ready to go. So gonna wish
Second shot.
Kacho Chase and Fight Boy Noob the very best and head on over. It's going to be Jiho versus Deca. I am Power Golfer. And there we go. Oh boy. Connection. I will send him the challenge.
Please select the type
All right,
of
we're in.
game. Who do you play as? Robert Lando. Fernando Almeida. Please select your challenging course. USA. Grand Canyon Golf Course.
Oh boy, OBS is really messing with me today.
Robert Lando.
There we go.
Final match.
Oh, they're switching to Landel now.
Hole number 1. 460 yards. Par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Good shot.
I like to go for a curve on the first, or a slice on the first shot on USA just to avoid that bunker. If you're not paying attention and you hit it straight too hard, you can end up in the sand, and 160-ish is a little too far for Almeida to hit it to the green from the sand. So I just skip it. Good approach shot.
Player 1, second shot.
Let's see what I can do here. Hit that one a little too hard. I wanted like 1 pixel over.
Birdie.
Player 2, birdie try.
Birdie.
Pretty standard draw on the first hole.
Player 1, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 2, tee shot.
Unfortunately, there's not much to say on the first few holes of
Good shot.
USA.
Fairway. Player 2, second shot.
Unless, of course, we get no wind on hole 3. Then I might be able to do some shenanigans.
Player 1, second shot.
Hard to know if you got the subpixel right.
Birdie try.
It's a tricky distance. There we go.
Birdie.
Player 2, birdie try.
Birdie.
One under is Landel, putting the fire there.
Even.
Alright.
All square.
All even after 2. Which pin position do we have?
Hole number
Alright, we've got the middle.
138 yards. Par 3.
Player 1, tee shot.
Alright, 5 crosswind. Oh, that put me a little far to the right than I would have hoped.
On the green. Player 2, tee shot.
Not exactly an easy putt for either of us here.
Birdie try.
Ah, should have adjusted more.
Player 2, birdie try.
That'll probably go in. Oh no! The same mistake twice, I guess. I would have under adjusted for his position as well. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Player 1, for par.
Par.
Fortunately, I'm not gonna make that mistake twice.
Player 1 wins.
Prize for winner. Okay. Player 1 hole up.
Hole number 4. 684 yards. Par 5.
Player 1, tee shot.
I don't bother with the weird shoot right of the sand trap.
Tee shot.
It's an annoying strat to try to hit as Almeida, and it doesn't really benefit you in any way. Oh, hello, Kane Hub. Kane Hub, a very strong player from Korea. Good to see them tune in. Two. I'd say that's pretty much exactly crosswind. No dice on the chip in, but it'll be an easy putt. A bit harder shot for Anubis here. The lower end of Landolt's club spectrum has a lot of gaps in it, and it's kind of hard to finesse your way around slight headwind and tailwind variations. Right, I think that hill roll pushed him far enough away that it shouldn't be a factor. Yep, gonna get it. I need one under. There we go. Always stressful. Always stressful putting with Almeida's turbo mode meter.
Even.
Okay. Player one hole up.
Alright. What pin do we have?
Hole number 5.
Alright, it's the
197 yards. Par 4.
It's the funny side hill on the clover. Hopefully we don't have any wind. Oh boy, 10 wind. My favorite.
Good shot.
Player two, tee shot.
Good shot.
Hopefully the wind is forgiving during my second shot.
Player one, second shot.
9 crosswind from the left. Cross headwind even. Alright, it pushed me a little farther than I expected, but I believe I had a straight putt, so it worked out in the end. Alright, good approach shot.
Player one, birdie try.
Birdie.
Player two, birdie try.
Oh, just one over not being enough. That's rough.
Prize for winner. Penalty.
Oh, you mean you should have stuck with Almeida? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Landol either. I basically played him for like the first week of my Neo Turf Masters career, and then I was like, screw it, I want the big distance. Oh, I hit myself in the rough. 153, should be able to make it though. I think I'm wide of the trees, so I don't have to worry about hitting low. Forgot to adjust for the fact that I had a 7 crosswind. Good approach shot. It's right where you want to be. Close. Pretty much where I want it to be. Hopefully the green's not. Oh, the green is very nice. Oh, this is a tough distance though. 4.66 is 3 pips, but it's uphill, so I'm not sure it'll make it. Alright, it was straight. Hill and the green canceled each other out.
Player 2, birdie try.
Yeah, basically no adjustment required on that putt. Just goes right in. The one thing I do know about Randall is No-Tell's go-to strategy of 2-up.
Player 1, 2 holes up.
Hole number 7.
Alright, here's my least favorite hole on the course. Probably. This hole ended more of my gold card runs than any other. These bean hills are just so frustrating to try to putt on. Even in the slightest headwind, it's so hard for Almeida to land himself in a good spot. This is a curious line. I hope this doesn't end up in the sand. Oh boy, 15 head crosswind. Oh, barely made it. Should have aimed low. It's not going to be an easy putt either. Alright, this is some crazy head crosswind for. Yeah, I actually like this. I like the idea of going for the wood instead of the sand wedge. Try to ignore as much of the wind as possible and just base your shot on the distance. Yeah, it works out. Alright, I've got a horrendous putt here. I have no clue how to read this thing. I want to say it's going to push me to the right a little bit. I was right. Curved to the right at the end.
Player 2, birdie try.
This is another tricky hill where just every part of it curves. Even though the pin looks like it's at the exact top, the ball will slightly move right as you reach the crest. Good putt though. Getting a little close with that with the edge there, but it goes in, and that's all that matters.
Player 1, 2 balls up.
All right, this is the first hole where I might have an advantage over Landl.
Player 1,
With no wind and a max shot, I should be able to make it on into. I missed the max shot, so say goodbye to that dream.
Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 2, second shot.
Alright, I'm curious to see how he'll approach this. He could just gun it and land in front of the hill, he could play it short. Alright, just gonna play it from the rough on the far side. Landl does have a high enough shot to make it onto the green from there, the normal way. Almeida doesn't really. If you're that close to the hill, you basically have to, just hit it with an iron into the front of the hill. Yeah, like, I put myself in a pretty shitty spot now.
Player 1, third shot.
Do this. Luckily, not my first rodeo.
Player 2, third shot.
I don't really know what kind of distance Landl wants here, though. Oh no, he whiffs! That is very unfortunate.
Player 2, fourth shot.
Hey, he had the right idea, too. Correct power and everything.
Player 2, for par. Player 1, birdie try.
Oh, that's too hard. Oh, it goes in anyway. I got lucky.
Player 1.
The tiny bit of headwind, or head grain, might have saved me there.
Prize for winner. Okay. Player 1, 3 balls up.
Hole number 9.
Alright,
200.
here's another one of my least favorite rules on USA.
Player
Oh, with 11 crosswind. Wonderful. Clear the rough. Alright, we take those. Oh, jeez. 15 headwind. Well, that makes the decision on what club to use very easy. I think this will be, like, right there. Oh, wow, it comes up short. Man, this hole is so unforgiving for so many characters. 15 headwind and Landel can barely make the front of the green on a par 3. What's society do? What we live in a society for sure. Oh, that almost curved in. That would have been a monumental putt.
Player 1 wins.
Prize for winner. Penalty. Player 1, 4 balls up.
Hole number 10, 369 yards, par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
I'm gonna try not to hit it water. I have done that surprisingly large number of times. Oh, I curved the ball. Oops. Well, I jinxed myself, I guess. Clown golf activated. Did I forget to aim? I forgot to aim. I was looking at the wrong sand trap. Alright. That hole, we'll pretend it didn't happen. This might be in my advantage, though. Maybe I'll get to play second on hole USA 12.
Hole number 11, 639 yards, par 5.
Here's another hole where Almeida has a little bit of an advantage on Landel. The 20 extra yards can be the difference between making it on in 2 and making it on in 1. My aim about there. A little bit farther right than this. I might not have a very clear shot at the pin from where I am. .311, and he's in a good spot for just a straight shot at the pin, I think. Alright, luckily I ended up in a pretty good spot too. Oh, that might be too hard. I didn't notice I was 289. Usually I'm closer to 300 on that shot. Definitely not a decided hole yet. I may be on the green, but that's a tough putt. Even if this isn't a chip in, there's a solid chance that this is a draw. Alright, good attempt. Barely missing the hole on that second bounce. Oh boy. Okay, so I've got a little bit of push to the right, and then a little bit of push to the left, and then a little bit of grain. I think it's straight. Oh, that's too hard, probably. Oh, it goes in. Alright. A lot of factors to count for when you're going up and then down, or down and then up into a grain. It can be hard to read, but sometimes it all cancels out and you get lucky.
Flies for wind. Okay. Player 1, 4 balls up.
Hole number 12.
All right.
218 yards. Par 3.
Everybody's favorite hole on USA. Number 12. Got a 4 ahead crosswind. This is going to be a difficult one. I don't know if this reaches. Alright, it does. I stay up on the hill too. Alright. I will take that all the way to the bank. Aiming high there into the headwind might... Oh no, I don't know Landol. I was gonna say aiming high there might have sapped too much of his carry distance.
Birdie try.
But it's a perfectly straight putt. Well played.
Player 1, birdie try.
I don't think I have to worry about that hill. Nope. Very friendly hole to get. No grain.
Even.
Of all the holes to get a draw, hole 12.
Balls up.
Usually you see some action in that one.
13. 476 yards. Par 4.
Player 1.
I can never remember what my shot on this hole is. It's like 2 curve.
Good shot.
Yep, alright. That works.
Fairway. Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway.
Good pin position, or good position to be for this pin.
Shot.
No, this is a kind of tricky pin position to go for because it's right on that hill, and this hill is not weak either. Definitely not as strong as that was Australia 10, that par 3, but just because the hill is so short, it pushes the ball a lot over a short distance. Clears the bunker. The sand trap is brutal when you get one of the front pin positions on this hole. It can really throw people for a loop. 7. Should work.
On the green. Player 2, birdie try.
That's a lot of surfing. Oh, that might be too weak. Yeah.
Player 2 for par.
Some of these side hills, you really just have to be gutsy and just swing for the fences. Can't be afraid to overhit. Oh wow, that's really unfortunate.
Birdie try.
I think I'm just gonna do this.
Birdie. Player 1 wins.
Prize for winner. Penalty.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's the difference between Almeida's putting meter and Landolt's putting meter is astronomical. You have to read them completely different.
199 yards. Par 4.
It's shocking when you switch from Almeida to Landol and you're like, wait, I'm like good at putting now. My putting actually works. I have control over the ball. Oh, Cacho made it.
Player 2 tee shot.
This is an interesting line. I've never seen anybody go to the right of everything before.
Player 2 second shot.
I do know a lot of Landolts that like to lay up on this hole, though. Notel, for example, is a big fan of his 190-yard iron, and so he will lay up pretty much every shot he can to get a chip with that thing. Ooh, close. I really like the topspin there. That was a very smart choice. Now I have a very finicky. I always go for the big drive on this hole because it's Almeida's driving range, and then I leave myself the shitty approach shot. Alright, I want like just over 60. I should have top spun it as well.
Player 2 birdie try.
I don't know if I've ever gotten this pin position in tournament before. Or in match play, even. Some of the pins are significantly more rare than others. There's about 8 per hole. You only see 6 on any given difficulty. Alright, if I make this... This is such a tricky distance. Alright, I'm just gonna have to aim low and... Oh, that's way too weird. Yeah.
Player 2 wins.
Alright.
Prize for winner. Penalty.
Well, whether or not you have a plan, you made a better shot than I did. And it paid off.
Player 1 4 holes up.
Hole number 15. 223
Alright,
yards.
hopefully we get, like, no wind on this hole.
Dummy hole. Good luck. Player 2 tee
Ooh,
shot.
6 tailwind. I'm pretty sure he's gonna clear the heavy rough. But unfortunately, he's on the backside of the green.
Player 1 tee shot.
I think my shot's something like this. There we go. Textbook.
Player 2, ready try.
Ooh, almost.
Player 1, ready try.
Alright. That will be good games. GG's indeed.
Player 1 wins.
Temple of Anubis. Pretty cool guy. Streams Neo Turf Masters a lot. I believe you're out. I believe it's single elimination. The last time I was in a double elimination Neo Turf Masters bracket, there were like 6 people and it took 5 hours. So we typically tend to run them as single elim. Yeah, thanks for coming out. It's good to see you play. Love to see somebody else represent Almeida. If you ever want any of the hidden Almeida tech, send me a message. I've got a lot of stuff stored up. I've been working on writing Chaos Goose put together like a how to approach the courses guide for Landel, and I've been trying to put one together for Almeida. But I haven't been doing as much work on it as I wanted, so I'm just slowly chipping away at it. Eventually, though, I'll have my Power Golfer Manifesto ready. Hopefully try to spread the good word. Alright, now I'm just waiting for Ken to make some match calls. Oh, I get to play Ken next after a 5-minute break in Germany. Wonderful. In that case, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. I gotta take a quick bathroom. realized my microphone is still. Pardon me eating a crinkly wrapper biscotti as I take my 5-minute break. I have consumed a banana and a granola bar / biscotti. I'm ready to go as soon as Ken is. Welcome, Captain Mogu. And welcome, the Big Strong. Oh wait, no, you were here earlier. Matt, Ken. I'm ready when he is. All right. Send him a challenge.
Please select the type of your game. Who do you play as?
Welcome. We go into
Oh, yeah,
finals
okay.
with a newcomer.
He's gonna challenge me. I believe we're supposed to be playing on level 4, but I totally forgot. I don't know why everything is defaulting to the side stream. The last time I ran a Neo Turf Masters bracket, I had a second mini stream window set up so that we could kind of stream 2 games at once.
Who do you play as? Fernando Almeida.
Do we have game audio?
Please select your challenging
We have
course.
game audio now.
Germany. Baden National Golf Course. Robert Lando versus Fernando Almeida.
Alright. Ken not sticking to his promise. He picked Blandol. I wanted to play that Almeida.
454 yards. Par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Fortunately now I'm gonna have the time of my life. And
Good shot.
probably one of the most consistent players in the scene. Very, very, very strong.
Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway.
I believe historically No-Tail has the leg up on him in tournament sets, but can consistently post the lowest score cards I have ever seen when he's doing his solo play. Oh, that's an uncharacteristic mistake.
Player 2, second shot.
I don't know if he missed the backspin.
On the green. Player 1, third shot.
I wonder if he forgot to club down. Sometimes the distance that you want is not the club that the game gives you, especially if you're playing Landol. Oh, almost makes the chip though. Probably only a pixel off.
Player 1, for par.
Par.
Player 2, birdie try.
Yeah, being off the green doesn't mean I'm safe from Ken.
Birdie.
He's got some of the best chip-ins in the business.
Player 2 wins.
Prize for winner. Penalty. Player 2, 1 hole up.
I'll take that though. Any advantage I can get against Ken is an advantage that I'm very glad to have.
Par 4.
He's gonna take many holes off of me as the round goes on. For sure.
Fairway.
Germany is a pretty difficult course for Almeida. There's a couple of holes that are just really finicky to try to do consistently. Hole 10, for example. I've tried many different ways to like normalize that into an eagle, and it's just it basically boils down to you gotta hit your max shots to get the consistency, and the 2-frame window is only as consistent as you were good. Alright, okay, that went a little farther than I expected, but not bad. Probably should have done backspin, but 136, I think, is not a max shot hole in one, or a max shot chip in. So this is he's got to pull some fancy maneuvers to get this as a chip. Alright, I have a nice straight putt. One of the benefits of playing on level 4 instead of level 8 is you get grain less often. You also get easier pin positions. So laying up will be significantly easier. And then the obligatory, there's also less wind.
Even.
Okay. Player 2, one
Let's
more.
crack open another water.
Hole number 3, 137 yards, par 3.
Player 2, tee shot.
Alright, 5 minute win.
On the green. Player 1, tee shot.
2 yards, not bad. Probably a 1, might be a 1 pip putt. We could make it very easy on me. He's probably lining up something nasty. Yep, I figured. These Landol players and their whole 3 hole-in-one setups. What am I gonna do? Very nice shot.
Flies 4, winner. Penalty.
I have some
Okay.
I have some fairly consistent hole-in-one setups for Germany 3.
All
The only
square.
problem is they only work on 0 wind. And trying to come up with
Hole number 4,
ones that work
531
on
yards,
multiple
par
wind, or
5.
like coming up with one for every wind is just incredibly tedious. There are some players who are willing to do it though. And then there are some players who are just that good. Alright, Ken with a around the bend strategy. Not a very common choice. Oh boy, what is this crosswind? Oh god.
Good shot.
I got a little lucky there. I kind of prayed that that would work, and it did. I know if I get a max shot, I clear the bunker for free, so it was a calculated risk. But even though I didn't execute the max shot, I still didn't hit the bunker. 8-meter wind is about the same as 1 slice for Landville, or for Almeida on a driver. Oh,
One stroke penalty.
wonder what happened there.
Once more. Player 1, fourth shot.
Oh, he wanted a 100% shot. He had the okay, that makes sense. He did not want a max shot there. He probably had some sort of setup for a hole in one, or an albatross if he hit the 101 there.
Player 2, second shot.
But for Almeida or for Landol, it is harder to hit the 1% than it is to hit your max shot. Hopefully this is the right distance. Yeah, rough bounce, it's gonna roll.
On the green. Player 1, for par.
Straight putt. Yeah, this is an example of a pin position you can't get on level 8. You will only see this pin on level
Player
4,
2, eagle try.
or some of the other lower levels as well. This might not go in. Okay, it did.
Eagle.
Alright, we got quite the back and forth already. A little bit of clown golf going on.
Player 2 wins.
Fly Rise for winner. Penalty. Player 2, 1 hole up.
Hole number 5, 458 yards, par 4.
Player 2, tee shot.
Right. This is a nice hole. I just aim at this like where the fairway line meets the. It's short. You aim where the fairway meets the rough, and it puts you pretty close to that corner, which makes you clear of the bunker on the left when you're shooting your second shot. Ken just going straight up to the edge. Alright, yeah, there we go. I had a very nice shot. Unfortunately, I'm not very familiar with how to chip the game. 3 iron.
Player 1, second shot.
I expect backspin on this for sure. I wish I could hit my 5 iron and have the ball backwards. Let's go. That. Alright. Looks like another draw, I have to say.
Even.
Okay. Player 2, 1 hole up.
Hole number 6.
This is another level 4
Par 4.
only pin position.
Player 2, tee shot.
And with no wind, I'm probably at risk of being chipped in on here.
Fairway. Player 1, tee shot.
Good shot.
Alright, the one headwind might throw him off his game. 134. That's like the same distance he made the last chip though. Oh, I might have hit this too short. Yeah, top spin, not enough to get me up the hill. I didn't realize I'd get a rough bounce there.
Player 1, second shot.
Is he gonna backspin this? I think so. Okay, he is. Well, that gives him a worse putt than mine, for sure. Because that hill is very strong. The back of these hills, where you have the big hill on one side and the small hill on the other, is always a very testy hill to deal with. Straight enough. Counteracts the grain.
Player 2, birdie try.
think I want. Oh, that's not gonna reach. Yep. Missed the pip. I needed on pip for that one. Almeida coming to take his putting tax.
Winner. Penalty. Okay. All square.
Hole number 7, 565 yards, par 5.
Player 1, tee shot.
Alright, let's see if I can do some signature Almeida stuff on this hole. It's a pretty free eagle for both of us, but I like to go for the silly stuff anyway.
Tee shot.
Good shot.
Ah, I missed it.
Fairway. Player 1, second shot.
Good shot.
On the green.
Right, this is a tricky pin position because the trees and that rough come to play. Really have to be careful not to accidentally end up short. So I'm actually going to play a little long. Oh, I rolled downhill.
Player 2, eagle try.
Get in. Eagle.
No worries. But yeah, that's an example of Almeida's putting meter lying to you. I went 1 under up a hill, and it was still in the hole. On pip would have been dinner bell at the best.
Even.
All square.
Hole number 8, 173 yards, par 3.
I think this is a
Player 1, tee shot.
difficulty 4 hole. And of course, Landau with his nice high shot can clear the trees, and Almeida can't. I don't know if this will reach. Okay, yeah, it does. I couldn't tell if he got the 96% or the 100%. Sometimes it can be a little hard to tell. Oh, 7 tailwind? Why do the gods play with my heart like this? Do this. Best.
On the green. Player 1, birdie try.
I don't know if I've ever had to putt from this position before. Oh, barely makes it.
Player 2, birdie try.
Birdie. Even.
There's Boink.
Fairway. Player 1, second shot.
I have cart path setups for both left to right and right to left wind on this hole, and they are max safe. I can get them whether or not I hit the 2-frame window. It's pretty cool, and I still hate this hole. Funny how nature make that. All right, Ken sneaking onto the front of the green there.
Player 2, second shot.
This is such a tricky distance, because if I shoot too short, I hit the trees. If I shoot too long, I'm gonna fly over the pole. Let's do this. Yeah, I hit the heavy rough. Damn. I really don't like this hole.
Player 2, third shot.
Well, this is a miss and lose scenario. No dice.
On the green. Player 1, eagle try.
Eagle. Player 1, win.
Prize 4, winner. Penalty. Player 1, 2 holes up.
Raw. Wait.
Hole number
There
11,
we go.
202 yards. Par 3.
Why do I always have to play against good players on Germany?
Shot.
Good shot. Oh, he rolls down. If you get the whole hill roll down, usually you're pretty safe to just putt straight up.
Player 2, tee shot.
Almeida does not have the privilege of going for the over the tree shot, so I've got to get a little creative here. I got 4 tailwind. Do I have any time to think though, do I? Ah, I rolled down as well.
On the green. Player 1, birdie try.
Good putt.
Birdie.
Player 2, birdie try.
That was pushed me that far? Damn. I did not expect that. Oh boy.
Prize 4, winner. Okay. Player 1, 3 holes up.
Hole number 12, 346 yards. Par 4.
Yeah, let's see if I can at least get one back on this hole. And going for the standard unload the hill shot.
Fairway.
And I'm gonna do Almeida stuff. Ah, I missed it. Rip.
Miss. Once more. Player 2.
Oh, 6 headwind? Damn. Just, they don't want me to... They do not want Almeida players to prosper. This better work.
On the green. Player 1. Second shot.
The green could, or the grain could ruin me on this next shot, though. If it's a right to left grain for my putt, I'm gonna have to contend with that hill.
On the green. Player 2.
Ugh!
Try.
Worst case scenario. Are you kidding me?
Player 1. Birdie try.
Robbery.
Birdie.
Alright.
Player 1 wins.
Prize for winner. Penalty. Player 1. 4 balls up.
Hole number 13, 377 yards, par 4.
We are approaching need a miracle
Player 1. Tee shot.
scenario. Actually, no, we are well past need a miracle scenario. Yeah, the distance on that putt was like in between pips, and I didn't know whether to go
Fairway.
2 under or
Player 2. Tee
1
shot.
under. And I guessed wrong, I guess. Hope I'm not in the sand trap with this. Oh well, it's on top.
Bunker. Player 1. Second shot. On the green. Player 2. Second shot.
Almost.
On the green. Player 1. Birdie try.
Birdie.
Player 2. Birdie try.
Birdie. Even.
Okay.
Now all I need is like 5 chip-ins in a row,
Player 1. 4
and we're
balls
good.
up.
Hole number 14,
Oh, that's definitely not happening on this
126
hole.
yards, par 3.
Abdomen. Good luck. Player 1. Tee shot.
7 cross tailwind is a little tricky. On this hole, that front tree is close enough to stop most putting attempt or most chipping attempts. All right, Ken has given himself a rather rough putt. I might have a chance of stealing this hole at least. Here's an example of Almeida's low shot letting him do funny things.
Birdie try.
Wow, that hill didn't really push his ball at all. I'm surprised.
2. Birdie try.
Birdie. Even. This will be a good match. Cacho Chase. Very, very strong player. Probably not quite as good as Ken, so it will definitely be an upset. He clutches this out, but it could be close. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in Fantasyland, the floating gears in the sky. And Ken has been playing this game for a very long time and is a very strong player. Definitely a menace to go up against. The struggle of playing against a character or player as strong as Ken is that you know that every mistake you make is going to cost you a hole, and that pressure alone is enough to make you mess up more. It's pretty rough to deal with because it doesn't matter if you give an inch, he's going to take a mile. Yeah, I wish Fernando's putter was a little bit better. Just slow down the meter just a tiny bit. That's all I ask for. It's so hard to hit the correct pips every time, like 36 holes in a row or more, depending on how many matches you play. I think you only have like 4 or 5 frames per pip, so making missing it is it's an eventuality. It's pretty much guaranteed at some point. Japan is a fun course. Sad that they didn't save Germany for the finals because I'm better on Japan than I am on Germany, but Japan is probably the most technically demanding course in the game. Lots of height variation, lots of thin greens to hit. Just well, lots of heavy rough in malicious places to force you to do shots you don't want to do. There's a lot going on, and with wind blowing around, it's really difficult to come up with consistent strategies that work regardless of the the conditions. All right, looks like they're going to get started soon. All right, and they're in. 10 on the left, Cacho Chase on the right. Gonna see some shot maker versus shot maker. One of these days, I'm going to run a tournament for this game, and I'm going to set the timer for your shot to the minimum, which I think is 7 seconds. I think it would be very funny. Just play speed golf, no calculations. You just gotta let it rip. Gonna be some fairly standard play for the first couple of holes here. We're trying to line up for a chip in here. Struggling to get the right pixel though. Backspin. Not quite enough. Concho with the shot as well. It might be a little short. Ooh, close. Almost able to use the topspin to correct for the undershot. A fairly standard pair of birdies for good old bounce over the sand bunker. I like to play this hole to the left. Doesn't really make a difference, but just personal preference. $159. Pretty rough distance for for Landol to try to get it directly into the hole. Yeah, 156, not much better. Maybe 96% high topspin work here, but it's hard to say. Oh no. Oh, that was 160. Yeah. Low backspin. Both players with another rather standard second hole. All right, going into hole 3. This is the first one where we might see some action. If we get some funny wind, you can, depending on the pin position, especially if it's front of the green, because it's a downhill hole with heavy rough and a cart path in front, you have to kind of thread the needle to avoid getting a funny bounce that sends you in a weird spot. Fairly central pin position. I don't think any of that'll come into play though. Just have to be careful that you're shooting downhill. Your shots will have a little bit of extra distance. Yeah, see, there's the heavy rough on the right and the cart path on the left. Yeah, Kacho just going to copy this shot pretty much exactly. One of the perks of going second when you're playing the same character is you get to make the same shot. A little bit more wind, but it'll be a straight putt either way. Wonder who's gonna draw first blood. Alright, with 6-meter tailwind, this hole can be a little tricky. It ends up in the rough there. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for Landel. He can clear the trees and he can obviously make it since it's only 88 yards, but definitely not something you want to have to think about this early. And Ken going with a Landel player strategy for sure. Oh wait, no, this is Cutcher Chase. My bad. Cutcher Chase going for the Landel lay it up strat. This 8 Frost Tailwind is going to be pretty rough. No backspin. That will be a difficult putt. All right. Ken has a perfectly straight shot. I think he's gonna have to club up here though. Oh wait, not with the hit, not with the tailwind. Oh, backspins it off the green though. Maybe forgot how much power he was gonna lose because he was in the rough. Clinks the pin, the goalkeeper in effect. You basically have to perfectly hit the hole, either by stopping directly on it or bouncing directly on it to get your. I kind of like the idea for what Cacho Chase is going for there, but he did not underpower the shot enough. It's going to be a par for both players. Definitely had a chance of seeing some blood there, but both players fumbling a little bit. All right. This is a hole that differentiates the boys from the men. Getting an eagle on this hole consistently is very difficult, especially with any wind at all. The front pin position in particular, you have to contend with heavy rough directly in front of the green and trying not to end up in that heavy rough, but also making it on the hill, but also not overshooting the green. Requires quite a bit of finesse. I just noticed that I was in the. We've been looking at the mini screen the whole time. All right. Now we're gaming. Ooh, very good job hitting the thin strip of rough on top of the hill. Between the edge and the heavy rough to get a very, very easy putt. Now, Ken's putt isn't particularly difficult here, but when you're put in this scenario, it's very easy to overthink what you're supposed to do. Turn. On pip, not too hard. We're going to see another double eagle. Even hole. Alright. We could see some action on this hole depending on how much wind there is. There is actually an on and one line for Landal. Let's see if either of the players can go for it. Ken seems to know what he's doing. Ooh, I think he needs the nice there, though. Nope, it bounces on. Alright, he's got an up and down putt for Eagle here. Alright, let's see if Cacho Chase either knows the line or knows his own line. This should work. Oh, beautiful. Takes the wind into account and makes it past the hill. He's got a lot of fringe to contend with, so he might have to hit the ball a little harder than he expects, and the grain is going to be perpendicular to his shot. But he has a much simpler putt than Ken does. And Ken's gonna drain it though, right down the middle. Alright. Another 2 eagle even hole.
Okay. All square.
Hole number 7, 406 yards, par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Good shot.
Fairway. Player 2, tee shot.
Good shot.
Both players just gonna make their approach shot, and we've got a backup in position hole this time, so there's a lot of heavy rough in front of this green, so when you get one of the front pins, you're really at risk if you undershoot and catch the heavy rough if you try to go for a smooth approach at like the proper distance. You really have to make sure you go for a backspin sort of approach when they're up there. But with the pin in the back, this is a very, very straightforward par 4. Ken with a very nice approach there.
Player 2, birdie try.
Both players gonna trade birdies again.
Player 1, birdie try.
Pretty rare to go this long in a game without any action.
Birdie.
Both players playing very well.
Even.
All square.
Hole number 8, 591 yards, par 5.
Alright, here's another tricky par 5.
Player 1, tee shot.
Ken with an interesting strategy here. Whatever gets you where you want to go, though. 283 is going to be a pretty difficult distance to make with Landal, though. .91 as well. Oh yeah, these headwinds are not conducive to getting an eagle.
I don't know if I trust this line. Ken is the better player, though. Oh wow, he makes it.
I did not think that he would have the distance for that.
Player 1, second shot.
Bounces over the sand trap, but unfortunately, this is a brutal putt.
Player 1, eagle try.
Right, then left, and then a little bit left. No green, so really just have to figure out how much the hills are going to push you. I do not think that is going to go in, though. It went in! Wow. Incredible.
Player 2, eagle try.
Ken really is one of the best for a reason.
All square.
Hole number 9, 95 yards. Par 3.
Alright, here's a tricky hole. Downhill,
Player 1,
sub 100 yard hole. Pretty much nobody's allowed to make a max shot here. Low shot from Ken, try to avoid any variance from that one wind. Rolls down the back of that hill, but should not be too much of an issue. Now Kacho Chase is going to look to replicate that. Maybe a little bit softer. Oh, he hits it harder. Puts it in the air. Oh! But by putting it in the air,
player 1, birdie try.
the ball stalled on the top of the hill instead of rolling down. It's a fun interaction you can experience when you have a really high shot.
Birdie.
No sweat from Ken though.
Try.
Easy up the hill putt.
Birdie.
We've got a clean front nine for both players. Only one mistake from both of them in hole 4.
Okay. All square.
Hole number 10, 430 yards. Par 4.
Player 1, shot.
The gap between the rough and the sand trap on this hole is very thin.
Good shot.
As you can see. No sweat for Landau to clear both, but
Shot.
there's a lot of crosswind one way or the other. Sometimes it's possible to overcorrect. And this will be a very, very easy approach shot for both of them. Landau's high shot makes it straightforward to clear all this garbage in front of the green. The 120 yards is a bit of an awkward distance here. Alright. That was a perfect approach from Ken. We really need a PAL mod so I can differentiate player 1 and player 2 Landau. I have to wait to see the next shot before I can. Oh! Very close. Almost gets a chip in there.
Birdie try.
are both going to be very simple tap-in putts
Birdie try.
for another draw.
Birdie. Even.
You came here to see good golf today. Kacho, Chase, and Ken are definitely delivering.
All square.
Hole number 11, 526 yards, par 5.
This is definitely the hardest par 5 to get an eagle on. A lot of ways to skin the cat, and none of them are straightforward.
Fairway.
Ken just gonna play the middle of the fairway. Kacho Chase is gonna do a fairly similar strategy, but going to use the 1 wood and hit a 96%er. It's gonna end up a little bit shorter. Now you have to be really careful on this hole in particular that you don't hit the water. Looks like Kacho Chase is going for the cart path. Gonna clear the trees, gets the cart path. Very nice on and two. Not a perfectly straight putt, but it should not be a difficult putt either. Just that one little hill, and the hills on this green are not particularly strong. And Ken looking for a rough bounce here. Gets it.
Player 2, eagle try.
I'm not sure about on pip there. Okay, no, it goes in.
Player 1, eagle
And
try.
I think we're looking at another pair of dueling eagles for this hole.
Eagle. Even.
All square.
Hole number 12, 478 yards, par 4.
Player 1, tee shot.
Another hole with a pretty thin line between the water and the sand trap. And you kind of want to make the full distance shot here because there's a lot of heavy rough in front of the green on the left side. And getting to the pin can be a little tricky. It's one of those holes where you kind of want to overshoot and then do a high backspin shot to stop your ball instead of going just for like a rough bounce onto the pin.
Second shot.
Yeah, clubbing down here a little bit dangerous. Though the heavy rough does not stick out quite as far as I had imagined.
Second shot.
The pin is far enough to the right that this is a pretty straightforward hole now. This should be a backspin shot for sure. Yep. Just gonna play it very safe onto the top of the hill.
Player 1, birdie try.
Ken knows what he's doing. Confidence putt.
Birdie.
Player 2, birdie try.
Both players going to get
Birdie.
another dueling birdie.
Even.
Okay, Okay. All square.
Germany. Japan 13 is one of my favorite holes. It looks like a little snake,
6 yards. Par 4.
and both Almeida and Landl have on-in-one potential here. Going to be very curious to see if both players know how to do it, because it is a very precise line. Made slightly easier by the tailwind. Oh, unfortunately, Ken hits the heavy rough.
Player 2, shot.
Ooh, I don't think that's enough adjustment there. Oh wait, never mind, there's a lot more crosswind than I thought. I'm not sure he's gonna clear the water. I believe. Oh no, he's too far in to get the
Player 2, shot.
free attempt. Now it's looking like Ken is gonna draw first blood on hole 13. Little overzealous with the backspin on that one. But
For par.
Ken has 2 shots to play with here.
Player 1, birdie try.
And this is a pretty straightforward putt. A little bit of an adjustment to the right, I think. Oh, he's just gonna let it rip. Oh, yeah. And it goes right in. Busting out the ruler to make sure that he was going up a straight path on the
Rise for winner.
straight path on the hill, I bet.
Penalty.
Hole number 14. 100.
Alright, this is a pretty trivial pin position for this hole. Usually a pretty difficult one because the entire green is blind, but if you know you're just in the middle there, you can kind of just aim in the general direction and get the distance right. And you'll be in a good spot. Yeah, 160 max shot, maybe with low height. Nice height. It's all the same. Oh! Never mind! Ken just has a hole-in-one strat lined up for this one.
Player 2.
Alright. Miss and lose moment. Ken making his maneuver in the back half here. Yeah, that's about the shot that I would have made. But Ken looking to clean up now that we're 14 holes into the bracket. We're into the match.
Hole number 15. 421 yards. Par 4.
Oh, when you have a fairly trivial pin position like this,
Player 1, shot.
it becomes very difficult to make a comeback.
Good shot.
Yeah, 145 puts you at perfect spot to do like a 150 max shot, high with backspin. For Landl, it'll give him exactly what he wants.
Fairway. Player 1, second shot.
Especially with this headwind. Perfect. Oh, it's gonna club all the way up to 160.
He definitely knows the character better than I do. 170, 90%. Yep. Textbook. Right where you want to be.
Player 2, second shot.
Yep. With 6 headwind, no backspin required. And we're back to draws. But this puts Canet up dorming. Cacho Chase has 2 holes to make his move. And by make his move, I mean score 2 holes back.
Player 1, 2 holes.
Hole number
All right.
16, 621 yards.
Japan 17 is one of my favorite holes. This is maybe the hardest par 5 in the game. But there's a lot, you have a lot of options. Ken going for the cart path strat here. We'll see if he can get it. He can. Alright, that puts him in, definitely puts him in range to get on in 2. We'll see if Cacho Chase goes for a similar shot. He's not going to. Going for the much more standard, lay it up onto the big hill. Playing for the par 5. Or playing for the birdie. Yeah, with no wind, he's just gonna have to take a swing at it. He's gonna end up in the rough or heavy rough. And he will be chipping down with a good view of the green from the top of the hill. Ken here has a chance of getting an eagle, though. If he can clear these 2 trees up on top of the hill that you can't see, he could seal this game right now. I don't know if that's enough slice. It puts him on the green. That's a strange putt to have to make, though.
Player 2, third shot.
These downhill chip shots are also very finicky. Yeah, it carries a little farther than you'd expect because of the downhill. Is Ken going to get pushed out by that hill, or is he going to close the match right here? That's the question. That hill is fairly strong, and just clipping it a little bit is going to have a lot of push. Yep.
Player 2, birdie try.
Right. Cacho Chase, contending with the same hill, he has to make this putt. And I think he aimed the wrong way. Oh no, he made it.
Player 1, birdie try.
Looks like another birdie draw. But this is it. Hole 17. It's make or break for Cacho Chase. He has to win 2 in a row.
Player 1, 2.
Hole number 17, 212 yards. Par 3.
Dummy hole. Good putt. Player 1, tee shot.
Alright, this is always a tough hole. It is double uphill because the green is actually below flat, being on one of these posts. And the green is on top of an additional hill. So this might comes up a little short. Alright.
2, tee shot.
Ken miscalculating the wind or the shape of the hill a little bit there. Clubbing down one too many times. little bit low. Right, makes it with the green with the rough bounce there. Cacho Chase gets a perfect example of the benefit of going second and gets to make an adjustment off of his opponent's shot. Oh, Ken having to go for some silly shenanigans here because he is too close to the hill and the pin is too close to the front of the hill.
Give up this hole.
Alright. Cacho Chase finally putting one on the board after 17 holes, but it is still dormy for Ken.
Winner.
I'm curious what kind of wind we're going to see on 18 because Landel can make this in one. There is a cart path off to the lower left that you can aim for to get a funny bounce over the river. Oh, but this is not the kind of wind you need to do that. You're looking more at 9 tailwind for that kind of play. And now I'm not even sure that this will reach the top of the hill. It does, but he has found a tree. I think Cacho Chase might need a bit of a miracle here. Ken definitely needs to make a mistake. Yeah, he's past the tree. This is such a funny spot to be in. Probably going to club up to 200 and go for a 50% low. The headwind is going to help him with this. Backspin. I like the backspin. Oh, hits the pin. That had gone in, he'd have been a legend, but unfortunately it came in a little too hot. Now Ken has a textbook approach downhill with a crosswind. Go for a low. And he has a fairly straight putt. And with no grain, an easy tap in, Ken is going to take it. 18 solid holes of play. Cacho Chase really only making one mistake on hole 4 and losing the game for it.
You are a great champion.
Yeah, you guys played incredibly well. And with that, I believe we can crown Ken 7 Stars our winner of the first Ken 7 Stars World Tour bracket. It's always fun to participate in these sort of events. I've been a big fan of Neo Turf Masters for almost 2 years now, and so it's cool that there's a fairly active competitive scene. It's not homogenized yet. We've got like 4 different people hosting brackets infrequently, but it's a great time nonetheless. If you ever make it out to Combo Breaker, I believe Bracketman hosts a score it like a stroke attack bracket there every year. And we've got Ken, Notel, and myself every once in a while hosting some open brackets. Every once in a while.
happy to get to participate in this, and looking forward to some more events that Ken's gonna host, because he will almost certainly be hosting more. I think he plans on turning this into a whole series. And with that, I think we're gonna wrap it up for the day. It's a nice day here in Ohio, and I'm gonna go play some disc golf myself. So with that, Steka is signing off for now. Thanks to everybody for coming out, whether you participated or just came to watch. Glad to see some activity in the Neo Turf Masters community. See y'all later.